Now at 6, folks in the 4 states are hitting the road for the holiday weekend. We've got some expert advice before you start your trip. Plus, a town in southeast Kansas celebrates an anniversary 150 years in the making. And funds flow into Joplin High School's research program thanks to an area utility provider.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Labor Day is right around the corner, and that means more cars, more road trips, and more traffic on the highways. AAA says that an increase in drivers could mean more crashes. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Anthony Saviello. KOAM's Lonnie Walton spoke with AAA and local drivers to find out what you need to know to stay safe on the road this holiday weekend.
We're heading on our way to Fort Leonard Wood to go see my son. He's just graduated from the Marine Corps.
Benjamin Terry is one of the many travelers passing through the 4 states for Labor Day, and he's putting in lots of miles.
Long journey. I believe it's over 11-hour journey.
And he's not the only one.
First stop is Bethany, Missouri. And then our second stop is up at Clinton, Iowa.
We're headed to Republic, Missouri, where our son lives.
We are coming from Oklahoma City and going to Branson, Missouri.
With all this travel, AAA spokesperson Nick Saberia says, don't forget to put safety first.
Make sure your tires are properly inflated. Doing regular maintenance, if you can get it in for an oil change if it's needed, great. Also checking your battery though.
And Saberia says make some good choices.
So if we plan to indulge in any adult beverages this weekend, make sure you have a designated driver.
Try not to be up too close bumper to bumper with people.
If drivers are following these rules, hopefully they'll have some fun at their designations.
We're headed to St. Louis for the Gateway Cup. It is a series of bike races over the 4-day Labor Day weekend.
Have a showboat river dinner thing we're going to.
Family, hang out with family.
No, if they have any plans to take us anywhere or show us anything, it's just seeing family.
Some say just keep things cool.
Just a little bit of courteousness, everything will keep moving.
Most of the drivers we spoke to say they just want to get to their destination safely. Reporting in Joplin, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
There were 233 crashes and 108 DWIs during Labor Day last year in the Show Me State, and that's according to the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Well, fellow officers in multiple communities paid their respects at a candlelight vigil for a fallen officer. Kansas City Police Officer Hunter Simonik was killed Tuesday morning when a fleeing suspect struck him with his pickup. Simonik had stopped to deploy stop sticks to disable the fleeing vehicle. The candlelight vigil took place in the courtyard of the Unified Government Municipal Building of Kansas City. Simonik, age 26, was a graduate of Pittsburgh State University. Let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney for a first look at weather.
Well, temperatures tonight are going to be pretty mild. We have had a cloudy day today. Those clouds do continue to stick around. Now, as we head into the rest of the afternoon, we're going to be in the mid-70s, dropping down to the lower 70s by this evening. Mostly, it's going to be pretty decent weather for your 4 states Friday football night. Now, you can see still a lot of clouds. We do have a bit of a clearing pushing into our western counties now. Unfortunately, though, rain chances are not quite out of the area just yet. We are heading into Labor Day weekend, and I know people want to be out on the water and be out of town, but we are going to see some chances for rain, isolated chances there on Saturday, but then you can see by midday and early morning, we're going to see some scattered chances of rain on Sunday. Again, mid-morning to early afternoon. Now we're going to be dodging storms all weekend long. I'll have those details coming up.
Lindsay, thanks. Well, Yates Center is celebrating its sesquicentennial 150 years since it was established back in 1875. It's the only town in Kansas that was created to be the county seat. Founded by Abner Yates, the community is marking the milestone with a full weekend of activities, including historical presentations, pageants, and special events highlighting its unique history.
Bring your lawn chairs, visit with people, watch the activities. It's supposed to be a beautiful, cool day. We are so blessed. So hopefully that is what we want, people to reconnect and see maybe what it was like 100 years ago.
For more information on the celebration, you can visit the Woodson County Chamber of Commerce Facebook page. Well, the STS Foundation is a nonprofit that matches host families with exchange students since the nonprofit started in 1986. Over 1,500 students have been matched in Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri. Officials from the foundation say a loving host family can impact a foreign high school student's life forever.
Focusing on, okay, this is exactly what we do in a day, and we forget about the things that are secondhand nature to us. But it can open up someone's eyes to their own community again, and it's so much fun to be able to see a student's view on something that we are so used to experiencing every day.
You can find more about becoming a host family or for a semester or for a full year by visiting our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Joplin High School's science research program is getting a big boost thanks to Missouri American Water. Today, the company presented a $10,000 STEM education grant from the American Water Charitable Foundation. The money will be used to buy equipment for students working on projects. The donation recognizes the impact of Joplin High School's science research program in helping students pursue science at a higher level and showing them they belong in the lab.
This grant is going to be used for science equipment. So I have some specifics as far as equipment that I know that I think would be a really good resource for many, many projects down the road. But I'm also a little bit on hold waiting to see what this year's students decide to do for their projects because I want to make sure that I cover their needs as well.
The Joplin High School also said that this donation shows strong community support, strengthening STEM opportunities at Joplin High School and giving students the chance to do real-world scientific work. Members of the Missouri Southern State University football team and cheerleading team visited students from McKinley Elementary School. The athletes joined the students in the cafeteria for lunch before playing games with them at recess. The football team handed out golden tickets to tomorrow night's homecoming game.
Whenever I used to be in elementary school, and the older people came up, they were huge role models to me, you know, and I thought that was a big deal, and so I know it's going to be the same impact on them. So us coming out here, you know, I'm not dreading to come out here. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to you know, talk to the kids and see how their day's been. You know, you make these kids' day. They could be having a bad day, and you know, you turn it around just by being here.
The Lions hope to see many of the students in attendance for the game against Midwestern State. Tomorrow's kickoff is set for 6 p.m. from Fred G. Hughes Stadium. Area rivalries heat back up in the Show Me State. Sports Director Ryan Blank has a preview of Missouri Southern taking on MSSU. That's coming up later in sports. But up first, vendors take center stage at this year's Jomo Route 66 Balloon and Kite Festival. Well, the Jomo Route 66 Balloon and Kite Festival is more than looking up at the sky. Ty Parks is on the ground with more.
Jomo Route 66 Balloon Festival is more than kites and hot air balloons. You can find some great vendors as well.
I hope that they remember us, and I hope that they walk away with a lot of fun and a good experience, whether they're in the foam fighting arena or here to make crafts. I hope they remember us next year when we are ready for the Renaissance Fair, and I hope they come out and patronize the fair.
Living history to showcase what life was like back then with full traditional clothes.
Brad has this fabulous costume that is historically accurate. It speaks to an occupation that one might have had back in the day. And I'm peasant class, so I'm the one who was cleaning your kitchen, basically. And we want people to see that you can interact with us in a way that's kind of a little offbeat, a little different, and still have a really good time. We've got a fight club that's going to be starting. You have to sign a consent, which is a waiver for everyone's safety. And then you can do crafts with the kids. All of this stuff is available, and you can ask us a little bit about what we plan to do for next year.
From the Middle Ages to the food to the crafts, a little of everything can be found.
Probably about 10 years ago, I started getting involved with leather. I've always sewn, but I've started getting involved with leather. And now I evolved into what I call design a purse, which is, it has these little knobbies on the back, and you can interchange the flaps. So you keep your contents in the purse, and then you change the flap out for season or what you're wearing or your mood.
Local festivals help support local vendors.
Number one, it's local. I thought I would be good exposure for me, and they're expecting quite a few people to roam the area. and I just thought it'd be a good way for exposure and have fun.
Come for the balloons and kites, stay for the food and fun. In Joplin, Ty Parks, KOAM News.
For more information, including a complete schedule of events, head over to the Route 66 Festival Facebook page. A little later, Friday Night Football kicks off tonight. Ben McLeish is live in Carthage for the game of the week.
And we're going to have a look at your Labor Day forecast coming up shortly. Today, temperatures stayed rather mild. We only got up to the upper 70s. Now we can go ahead and take a look at our evening planner. For the rest of the evening, we are going to be getting a lot of clouds out there. Now, temperatures across the region are in the mid 70s now. We're going to continue to drop down to the lower 70s over the next couple of hours. If you're planning on spending the evening out, it will be rather nice. Outside of the overcast skies, we're not expecting any rain chances tonight, so it's just going to be a little bit of a drearier evening, although those temperatures are fantastic. Not a lot of sunshine as we're heading into the evening. Now, downtown Joplin, you can see from the Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex, overcast skies do continue through most of the night tonight and into Saturday as well, where we're also going to see a couple of these chances of these isolated showers. Now here we are, Saturday 6 p.m. starting to see isolated shower chances spike, and then again over in the evening as well. Once we get into Sunday morning, we are going to see that chance jump up to those scattered shower chances, so a little bit more widespread than our isolated threat. And then we also are dodging showers and thunderstorms all the way through Monday, so the entire Labor Day weekend forecast. Let's go ahead and look at our future track. 6 a.m. on Saturday, low 60s, upper 50s. That's going to be where we bottom out for the night. A lot of clouds, especially out in southeastern Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma. Then we have a few of these isolated showers that want to push in from Oklahoma. That's not going to be our main threat for the evening, though we could see a couple earlier in the afternoon. We have this band of heavier rainfall out in Wichita. Doesn't quite make it into our area. We do start to see that falling apart, but southeastern Kansas could see some isolated thunderstorms with that system. That's going to be Saturday evening. Heading into Sunday morning by 6 a.m., we're already seeing showers and maybe embedded thunderstorms in this. Parsons all the way down to Columbus and Oswego up to Chanute as well, and then more widespread rain moving in from the Bartlesville all the way up to Yates Center. That'll push in through most of the morning on Sunday and then hitting our metro area by midday. So here we are, scattered showers, Joplin, Anderson, Bentonville, Lamar up to Nevada, all the way out to Monette. And then we have that line of storms where we could see some embedded thunderstorms in there. Temperatures are going to be in the mid 70s by noon, getting into the upper 70s near 80 for the high. And all of that rain pushes off by 5 p.m. and we're left with mostly cloudy skies and still a couple maybe showers lingering on through the later afternoon hours on Sunday. Now, like I said, though, we do still have the chance to see some more thunderstorms on Labor Day as well on Monday. Temperatures are going to be in the lower 80s thanks to that front that moves in Sunday, bringing those showers. But most of the evenings all weekend are going to be cool and clear. We just have to deal with some shower chances during the daytime again, Sunday and Monday. Now by Tuesday, temperatures are going to be in the upper 70s and we finally get to see that sunshine again. Wednesday, have another front that will be pushing through. You can see temperatures warm up a bit on Wednesday, dropping back down by Thursday, and another warm up for the weekend.
Honestly, could be worse.
It could be. I mean, it might not be great to get out on the water and to be on the river or anything this weekend, but a lot of us are still going to see a good amount of clear skies before the rain hits.
Well, and we might as well soak up what's coming up afterwards, too, because before long it's going to get cold.
Yes, exactly.
Thanks, Lindsay. Still ahead, Missouri Southern kicks off their season tomorrow. We'll hear from head coach Atiba Bradley coming up, and high school football season gets underway. It's just over an hour. We'll preview our game of the week after this.
The long wait is over. High school football is back with week 1 of games in Missouri and Oklahoma tonight. But before the action on the gridiron begins, KOAM sports reporter Ben McLeish is live at our game of the week in Carthage as the Tigers take on Waynesville. Ben, how's it going?
The Tigers season begins in less than an hour against Waynesville. Carthage's first step en route to another district championship appearance. Last year, the Tigers were dominant, going 9-2 on the year. But their season ended with a heartbreaking loss to Webb City in the district final. Carthage's biggest lesson from that game, win the turnover battle. Tigers head coach John Guidey made that the focus of the offseason. And Carthage should have the talent to force plenty of takeaways. 8 players on defense return with starting experience, especially in the front 7. So expect lots of pressure on the opposing quarterback tonight. On offense, it's a different story. Only 2 starters returned from last season. Carthage will look for another statement win tonight against Waynesville after defeating them 55-7 in last year's season opener. Live from David Hafner Stadium, Ben McLeish, KOAM Sports.
Thanks, Ben. We'll have the highlights from that game and much more tonight on 4 States Friday night. While high school football kicks off tonight, Missouri Southern opens their season Saturday night against Midwestern State. And these Lions have revenge on their minds. After falling to the Mustangs last season on the road, MSSU has had this game circled on their calendars, with the Lions hungry for vengeance. And they'll have to come out of the gate strong against a tough Mustangs team.
It'll really be a battle of who can make and handle adjustments the quickest. You know, it's game 1. They got a lot of new guys. We got a lot of new guys. And so when you're in those situations, it's a little bit feeling your way through the first drive, the second drive, to the coordinator getting on the board and saying, all right, here's what the adjustments we need to make.
The Lions and Mustangs clash tomorrow night at Fred G. Hughes Stadium. Kickoff set for 6 p.m.
All right, well, real quick, Ryan, it's your first weekend of high school football. How you feeling, brother?
I'm super excited. I can't wait.
Good.
Football's my favorite sport to film, so I'm just ready to get it going.
Let's do it. We got an exciting night tonight. We'll be right back. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. We'll take a look at a heart scan that's getting credit for saving the life of the father of a famous pop singer. Plus, wildlife experts are deploying high-tech rabbits to hunt down pythons, and the latest A-list actor to join the Star Wars universe. Those stories and a lot more tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Well, if you're looking for events in the 4 states but don't know where to turn, don't worry, we've got you covered. This handy QR code will take you straight to the events page on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Just scan it with your phone and you'll find information on all kinds of family fun events, including plenty of information on Labor Day weekend events. That's the events page at KOAMnewsnow.com by scanning that QR code on your screen. And a little bit of an iffy Labor Day weekend for us.
It depends on what kind of weather you like.
Sure.
I like the rain, so I'm going to have a great time. We're going to see rain chances consistently over the weekend. Now, Saturday, mostly just partly cloudy skies, but we could get a couple of isolated showers there, pop it up in the afternoon. But as we head into Sunday, starting early in the morning, we're going to see scattered to isolated showers and isolated thunderstorms throughout the day. Now, this all clears out by late afternoons around 4 to 5 p.m. on Sunday, so you get a good evening there. And then Monday as well, we're also seeing some scattered shower chances. So unfortunately, we always see this happen, right? Rain chances just rain out all the outdoor holidays.
But it makes the sunshine even better, doesn't it?
Does. It actually makes the air much cleaner.
There you go.
There we go.
We love clean air. That's our time for now. We're right back here at 10. Have a great night.